ERC, quality service since 1972. Repairing TVs, console stereos, electronic musical instruments, pinball machines, arcade games, and more. Call 836-0454.
You've clicked on the Weather Xtreme video for Sunday, November the 2nd. I'm ABC 3340 meteorologist Brian Peters with you. Thought we'd take a look at the graph of my outside temperature yesterday. Kind of a nearly perfect representation of how you expect the temperature to change over a 24-hour period. Now, some Skycam images. A little bit of fog coming off the lake there at Coleman. And a few clouds visible as we look to the south and southwest from Clanton. And just another beautiful shot. And notice that things are a little brighter this morning. I hope you set your clocks back last night. Everybody got up at 2 a.m. and set them back to 1, or set them back before you went to bed like I did. Okay, the surface map this morning, high pressure over the eastern, about the eastern half of the country or so. And so a very tranquil weather pattern. We've got that little upper low that's over the Alabama and northwest Florida coastline, but not much weather associated with that. As a matter of fact, just one little patch of clouds, and we can see that little patch of clouds down in South Alabama. It was visible from the Clanton Skycam, and a few clouds over the northeastern Gulf. Temperature-wise this morning, it's cool, but not as cold as we've seen just a few days ago, with temperatures still a pretty good range, about 34 in Gadsden up to about 41 at Birmingham. So nice range this morning, but a nice cool start. QPF map still pretty much tells the story. Dry conditions over much of the southeastern U.S., and you see that big, long 1-inch blue line that's coming in from the Central Plains, and that's the cold front that's coming our way. And, of course, that cold front also could be responsible for a little bit of severe weather. Of course, this is our secondary severe weather season. And for day 4 and then day 5. Day 5 is Thursday and early Friday. Day 4 is Wednesday and early Thursday. So a little bit of threat there, but it looks like most of the energy is going to pass well to our north, and therefore a broken line of showers is probably about all we're going to get, and precipitation will be fairly light. Tropical situation is very quiet, with no tropical storms and no areas being watched right now. All right, here's the 06Z GFS model run, and here is the upper air pattern, the upper air forecast for today at noon, and 18Z now becomes noon. This is around 18,000 feet, and there's our little low moving into northern Florida, upper low, and dry conditions across much of the eastern half of the country. That little low weakens a little bit, but heads over into the southeast Atlantic, and then continues on up on Tuesday up the mid-Atlantic coast, and with that a little bit of a surface low and the forecast for some precipitation, but we're dry, and this is the forecast for Election Day, so don't forget to exercise your right to vote. We're kind of between systems on Wednesday, as that one little trough is off up into the mid-Atlantic coastline, and then we have the big upper trough coming in from the western United States. We're still more or less between systems on Thursday, as now the GFS and the forecasts are a little bit slower. The front is not as close on Thursday as it was yesterday. Looked like it was probably going to come through around Thursday yesterday. Now it looks like it'll be later in the day Thursday and early Friday. This is the surface pattern for Thursday at 12 noon. And you can see the rain is not here. It's more or less in the Memphis area. And then by Friday at noon, the front is down in the vicinity of Dothan. The trough continues to advance eastward, and as it does, that takes most of the weather away from us, and we go back to dry. Notice the 540 line comes down into the Ohio River Valley, but so the cold air doesn't really get our way. And then Sunday, a week from today, we can see that it's still pretty chilly in the Ohio River Valley, but we're under northwesterly flow, and therefore we're not going to see much in the way of weather or a real chill down this time. And then by Monday, the upper air pattern, we're back between system once again, and that keeps us under high pressure and keeps us dry. All right, a real quick look into voodoo country, and the GFS is now cutting off a low out over the southwest, and something we see from time to time. This is on Friday the 14th. That would keep us dry as we're under a ridge. And then it slowly advances that. This is the 17th, so it takes it a while to get anywhere near us. But that is way out in voodoo land. Don't forget, we'll be having the Storm Alert Extreme on November the 15th as part of the International Auto Show from 9:30 to 3:30. Hope that you can join us for some severe weather training. I'm meteorologist Brian Peters. Hope that you have a great Sunday and a great upcoming week. Godspeed.